Today, I've put together the 12 greatest Fortnite Chapter 3 secrets and tips that you need to know. A return of the Zapatron, secret loot spots, new mythics, and a world-exclusive look at a brand new scuffed PlayStation 5 controller. You don't want to miss it. To show your appreciation for all these tips, hit the thumbs up button. It massively supports me. And number one, I can guarantee you spawning in with a loot llama as soon as you start your game. Yes, that's right. A tiny little llama farm can be found being looked over by the brand new Battle Pass skin, Lieutenant John Llama. Inside that farm, you can find a guaranteed llama that you can get to start off every single game with healables, tons of materials. This isn't a joke, but the more that people start to know about it, the more competitive it will get. So maybe keep it on the down low and take advantage of it yourself. If you interact with Lieutenant John Llama, he says that if you take down his llama farm, he won't be happy. Luckily, if you do go ahead and try and take down the llamas, he won't do anything. But if you turn your weapon on him and start shooting, he will start shooting back. So be careful which llama you're attacking. At number two, a free emote. It's not easy to get, but it's so cool. Throughout the history of Fortnite, getting victory royales has always been everyone's goal, but tracking them or showing that off has never really been done in Fortnite. Well, now you can get something even better than a standard victory royale, which is a crowned victory royale. In solo games, if you place top 4, duos top 2, trios top 2, or squads the top team, all of those people will be given a crown that they will take into their next game of Fortnite. Holding the crown in your inventory will not only give you a really cool little glow around your head, but will give you bonus XP as long as you hold on to it. You can drop the crown. I wouldn't recommend it, and you can get it off other players that are holding the crown when you eliminate them as well. The biggest flex, though, is taking this crown, going all the way to the end, and winning to get yourself a crowned victory royale. The logo will look red. It'll have a little crown on it, which is so cool, and you'll unlock yourself a free emote. This emote is the ultimate flex emote. It will showcase how many crowned victory royales you've had within that season. It is an awesome way to brag when you finish a game or just want to show off to your friends as a counter for how well you've done that season. I absolutely love it. Let me know if you've had a crowned victory royale. And number three, vaults are back. One thing that I really wanted to return are here, but slightly different to what we've had in the past. Multiple vaults can be found around the island, guarded by NPCs. As long as you don't shoot those NPCs, you can go up to the vaults unattacked. However, a minimum of 2 players, even in solos, are needed to open these vaults, but there's a few workarounds. Picking up a chicken, believe it or not, or taking down those nearby NPCs and picking them up on your back, then going up to the vault door will unlock it for you to head on in, find a ton of beautiful, beautiful loot, and it makes me so happy that these vaults are back on the island. But what if I told you that these vaults could soon hold weapons as rare as the Zapatron weapon? Yes, the Zapatron. I'm going to be talking about that more in a second. But first up at number 4, a world exclusive. I'm only one of 7 people in the world to get the new scuffed PlayStation 5 controller. I've been using scuffed controllers for years, and are the best gaming controllers to improve your game, especially in Fortnite. With additional paddles at the back, customizable triggers, thumbsticks, and more, scuffed controllers have set a precedence to be the best controllers to use. Today, they're launching a new scuffed Reflex Controller for PS5. Let's take a look. Oh, look at that. I've been using this controller to play Fortnite all weekend, and I've been so excited to share it with you. The features on this thing are incredible. Anti-friction rings to move the thumbsticks as easily as possible. New scuff engineered and designed thumbsticks, but are far better than the actual PS5 thumbsticks. The infamous PlayStation 5 adaptive triggers, etched with Scuff's own hexagonal design. Grips engineered from the ground up to make the controller as easy to hold as possible. And my favorite Scuff controller feature, back paddles. These have been newly designed specifically for the PlayStation 5 with extremely high quality, featuring 4 customizable paddles. I'm used to only using 2. I have mine mapped to jump and change build mode, but with 2 additional paddles available, I could set them to whatever I want, reloading my weapon, taking advantage of the new slide feature in Fortnite Chapter 3, all available at the back of the controller without taking my thumbs off. The controller features 3 profiles that you can change and set up however you want on the go right within the controller, so to swap between the games you're playing, you can easily change. I'll be honest with you, this controller controller will sell out extremely fast. I'm going to leave a link in the description, and you can use code ALLIE on any Scuff purchases, including the new PlayStation 5 Reflex Scuff controller, to get yourself a discount. There'll be 3 versions of this controller available in the future. For the moment, there's just the one in my hand, which is the Pro Edition. In the future, the base model will be available, which will be a little bit cheaper, but won't include the grips, and also an FPS version that will remove the rumbles to make it lighter and have instant trigger buttons, which I really like. Fully customizing this controller will also be available early next year. Head on over to Scuff right now to pick up this controller, and if it's not available, be sure to enter your email on the mailing list to be notified as soon as the future versions and more stock is available so you don't miss out. And number 5, one of the most infamous Fortnite weapons ever is the Zapatron. To give you a bit of background information, it was available in the very early days of Fortnite 4 years ago for only a few hours. Only one clip of it exists on the internet, and it was then removed. This weapon has been notorious for people within the community wanting it to return, and we saw it recently officially used by Fortnite within the Imposters mode. It was seen within a vault in the Imagined Orders underground base. Now, the base in which the Zapatron was being held within ended up being flooded within the live event to finish off Chapter 2. And as a result of all the damage and flooding that happened, the Zapatron seems to have broken free. I managed to catch this with my own eyes. As my player was floating on the log leading up to the start of Chapter 3, the Zapatron weapon literally floated past me. That means if the Zapatron weapon is no longer in the vault in the Imagined Orders base and it is free and in the wild, it could wash up onto the shore and make its way into Chapter 3. I'm telling you, if this happens, my mind will be blown. I'm so excited for this. If any more information gets found out about this, you'll be first to know here, so make sure you subscribe. Talking of things returning, at number 6, Crackshot's Cabin. This place always symbolizes the winter period, and specifically Christmas arriving to Fortnite, and it is back on the Chapter 3 island. If you did not know, it features a Christmas tree with 3 chests around it. It is an incredible place to loot up at the beginning of the game and get yourself a ton of weapons and items. It features none other than Crackshot himself outside the house, but also specific Christmas and Crackshot themed quad crashes, which are back in Chapter 3, are found just outside that cabin as well. And to make this drop spot even better, the 100% llama spawn that I showed you guys at the beginning of the video is right next door to it. I'm telling you, it's probably one of the best drop locations in Fortnite Chapter 3. Well, actually, there could be one better, which I'll share with you guys in a second. But first, at number 7, this is such a cool Easter egg and secret that's been found hidden underwater on the Chapter 3 island. One of the coolest live events we've ever had has been the Monster versus the Mecha team leader. This happened all the way back in Chapter 1. We spent ages building the mecha robot inside the volcano to protect us against the giant monster that was originally hidden and frozen within the iceberg and then came out of the water unfrozen to try and attack the 0 point. The battle was incredible, but during that battle, the mecha team leader lost one of his arms as it was ripped off by the monster and thrown into the ocean. Well, the crazy thing is, this exact same arm has been found under the water right here in Fortnite Chapter 3, directly connecting the events that happened in Chapter 1 with the island we're on right now. This island is already bearing some huge similarities to Chapter 1. The exact same location of the volcano, the return of Sunny Steps, Greasy Grove. There's definitely more secrets that will be uncovered throughout this chapter, tying us back to old seasons, and I can't wait for them to be discovered. Now, I said I may have an even better place for you to land. At number 8, the secret boat has returned. For those of you guys that remember this in Chapter 2, when you jump onto the island, this will not be marked on the map. You have to keep an eye out for it with your own eyes. At some place around the edge of the island, a boat will randomly spawn. It's not easy to find, not easy to get to, and you gotta hope no one else is going for it, but this boat has incredible loot. Chests, tons of materials to farm from the boat itself, supply box on there as well. If you can spy this thing and lock it down, you will come back onto the island incredibly geared up, and it's a really cool feature returned for Chapter 3. At number 9, as a solo player as myself, this won't help me too much, but for any of you guys playing trios or quads, this is gonna be useful, and it's the ability to revive your teammates even faster. If you haven't noticed, when one of your teammates is down, if one of you starts reviving and then more of you start reviving at the same time, it will increase the rate at which your teammate is revived. A really cool feature that can mean the difference between your teammate being eliminated or being revived revived. So do not forget about this, and now know that more of you can revive your teammate to get them up quicker. At number 10, we've got some secret collabs coming soon, and I bet you haven't heard of all of these. One of the most obvious ones was featured within the Chapter 3 trailer, which is the Gears of War collab. You can see the Gears of War logo on some blocks dotted around the map. I actually found it when first exploring. You may have seen it in my video. And those Gears of War skins will be coming to the item shop very soon. You can continue to support me in Chapter 3 by going to the bottom corner, typing in the code ALI8. You can get shout outs in my videos just like this before you purchase anything in the item shop. But that's not all. Found within the Daily Bugle is multiple very low resolution comic books which feature some future potentially awesome collaborations. We've obviously got Spider-Man within this season's Battle Pass. We should also be getting another version of Spider-Man, more similar in style to the up-and-coming film that's coming out, which will be available to purchase in the item shop. But also featured in one of these comic books includes the Green Goblin himself. How cool is that going to be as a Fortnite skin? But the other comic book is also X-Men themed. We've had obviously Wolverine in the past, but more X-Men characters can be found here as well. And if you compare a high quality picture with the picture that's found within Fortnite, you could see we could be getting up to 3-4 X-Men themed skins in the item shop this season. At number 11, do you want multiple mythics in a game? Well, it's actually possible. Currently, there's only one mythic on the map, which is available for taking down the Foundation, who has a hefty total of 1000 HP. He's not easy to take down. And if you do, you can get his mythic MK7 assault rifle. The new MK7 assault rifle with its new red dot sight that puts you in first person mode is extremely powerful, and its mythic version does 1 extra damage than the legendary version. Except there's only one that you can get on a map unless you use this nice little feature. One of the new features at the start of this chapter are tents. Tents can be used not only to hide in, but also store weapons in that carry across throughout games. So, if you want to grind, what you can do is start a game, take down the Foundation, take the mythic, put it into the tent, leave the game, do that over and over and over, and fill the tent with loads of Foundation mythic weapons. You have the potential to then go in a game, find a tent, and withdraw mythics, and have one of the most OP loadouts in Fortnite. I gotta admit, I think the potential of these tents has yet to be fully realized. Being able to bring things across into games mean that you could just land on a tent and have tons of stuff in there to bring out. It is such a cool feature, but the Foundation's mythic won't be the only mythic on the island for long. At number 12, the Spider-Man Mythic, with the Spider-Man being the biggest collaboration of this season that everyone's so excited for. He's going to be getting the web shooters. This was put in the game accidentally for a little bit of time, however, will officially be coming to the game this Saturday, December the 11th, and could be found within Spider-Man's backpacks that will be found within cobwebs at the Daily Bugle. The Daily Bugle is obviously from the Spider-Man universe and can be found currently on top of the Volcano Mountain. So this place is going to be filled with people when this mythic officially arrives onto the island. You can see some footage of it being used on screen here with tons of awesome features, which looks absolutely incredible. And the web shooters feature some awesome additional features as well. Now, I actually went ahead with my Discord to try and get this mythic early. It was accidentally put into arena mode with the start of this chapter, and you can purchase it for a lot of gold. It wasn't easy to get, but it was possible. If you want to see me attempting that, it's a video you can watch right now on screen here to keep on watching. Don't forget to check out the incredible new Scuff Reflex PS5 controller, link again in the description. Go and check it out. If they have sold out, enter your email to be notified when it's back in stock. I know how excited people are for this. Guys, for the official Ali-A merch and an awesome Christmas present, head on over to alia.shop as well, link in the description. Keep on watching some more Fortnite videos. I hope you're enjoying Chapter 3, and I hope this video is going to help you get some wins.